Shalom is the head of
Assurance services.
assurance services. Thank you. Head of assurance services at Protec. And he's here to show us how you guys can protect yourselves from hacking. Hacking is a very big deal. And so, what exactly is hacking?
Hacking is it's not necessarily technical of going into people's phone.
Yeah. Just hold your mic close to you.
Hacking could be I found an easier way to do something.
Yeah.
What takes you 10 hours to do it, I did it in 2 minutes. That could be I hacked the gig,
Yeah.
So hacking became a cool word back in the 1990s.
Yeah.
Then a lot of press guys didn't know what to call it,
Yeah.
and they associated hacking with getting into people's phones.
Mm-hmm.
But the word hacking is actually okay. It depends on the scenario you put it in.
The context as well. Okay, so you are here in your capacity as a cybersecurity expert to shed more light into this, very technical field that we don't know how to apply it in our lives. But why is it important for us to know about hacking or how to protect your data? Why is it so important for us to know how hacking impacts our lives?
Well, in the 21st century, data is the new oil. You ask yourself, how does Facebook make over tens of billions of dollars, and yet Facebook is free? How does Google know what I want? Like, I gossiped with my friend.
Yeah.
Personal stuff. The next thing I'm seeing ads.
I've been asking that question. In fact, the last two guests we've had here have been asking the same thing. Like, I will be here talking to you about a fancy phone I saw somewhere. And before I know it, every time I scroll through Facebook, I'm seeing an ad.
The ads.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, data being the new oil, everybody wants to get their hands on data. And people want to predict the future. In tech, if you can predict the future, you are the next billionaire.
Yeah.
Similar to what Elon Musk did today. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And he's reigning in his field because he was able to predict what could come in 10 years.
True.
Same thing with Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
How do you explain in a time of economical crisis that has never happened before, someone got richer?
True.
Richer and just came out of a divorce and it bounced back.
And he bounced
it was
back.
nothing.
Exactly.
So if you're able to predict human needs, if you're able to predict how they buy, if you're able to predict how they feel, you have that ability to change the market and be the value in the future.
Oh, interesting. So to somebody who is watching this at home, why is it important to know about hacking?
It is important to know because if data is the new oil, I want to protect my oil.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it for free, and Facebook makes 10 billion.
10 billion out of me.
You
Yeah.
know? So it is very important that in this age where privacy is a big thing, everybody wants to get into your phone. Nation states want to get into your phone. Even your Torchlight app wants access to your contact list and your camera, and you ask, doesn't make sense. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Because people want data. People want to know about you and sell to you. It's all about sales in a capitalist world.
Yeah.
So you need to learn about cybersecurity and a bit of hacking so that you're able to know how to protect yourself, how to protect circumstances. For example, when there was a lot of bank scams that just happened, I heard of a story of a reverend father who had been saving money for more than 14 years. Then boom, he receives a call and
all of it is gone.
It's gone.
Poof. 14 years investment
Where
gone.
does he start? If he had a mass that Sunday, how does he begin? Now he needs to encourage himself. So those scenarios, to avoid them, it is important to learn hacking.
Okay. Is it that all hacking is bad, or are there, because I know I've heard of scenarios where companies actually hire hackers to be on their side. Why? Okay, is all hacking bad?
No. Like, we go back to the context. Hacking is not necessarily a bad word. Sometimes you just want to protect yourself where, governments cannot protect you from.
Yeah.
We have, for example, Amazon has its own cybersecurity crew. They are independent of whoever,
Yeah.
and they get attacks everywhere from the world. If they slip up in their services to customer by deploying a vulnerable system, they can lose their worth by far.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
all it takes is one tweet that Twitter has been compromised, or all it takes is just someone with a large social media gathering to say, I was hacked.
Yeah.
People can drop up of the app.
Very
so people
true.
want to protect their brand, people want to protect their stock markets, and they are no longer waiting for governments to give them that edge.
Yeah.
They are bringing in young, talented guys and also skilled guys who've been in the industry to provide that service for them. Yeah.
How does hacking happen? Is it that a hacker targets one person, or they just decide I have this number of people, so I can just decide I can wherever this lands. You know, it's like you're casting your net, and then wherever this lands. So this is the person I'm hacking. So how does a hacker, single someone out to hack their system?
Well, there are different types of hackers. There are black hat hackers who hack to compromise and cause financial loss or emotional loss in certain cases.
You've said they're called black hats.
Black hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there are white hat hackers like us who come to defend from such and also protect from future occurrences. There are nation state hackers who are hired by the government for a form of cyber defense.
Okay.
We call it cyber security capabilities. So it's important that every country should have a cyber capability. For example, if you Google about Iraq and US, the constant war on the cyberspace, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So you have Russians meddling into the US politics.
True.
You have US eliminating some people, So it's very important that you don't get caught by surprise.
Yeah.
And a lot of African governments are waking up to this, that if you are not able to defend yourself from an external attacker, you will lose your people, you lose your state, and you lose it all.
So hacking can be a career in itself.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm learning now. I don't know if there are any questions before we move to the next phase of this conversation. All right. As it's being fixed, I have seen you have come ready with armed to the teeth. So what are we doing today?
So today is not more of hacking people, but sensitizing people on what to do when they find themselves in certain scenarios.
Yeah.
Someone wakes up like the DJ who was here.
Yeah.
He explained himself on how he got hacked, and it was so funny how his hacker was also helping him.
Yeah. It was a symbiotic relationship of some sort. Yeah.
So it's today is to sensitize you. A lot of people are losing money to fraud.
Yeah.
A lot of people do not know that data is the new oil. A
True.
lot of people without knowing expose themselves to such.
Yeah.
And that is where we come in to ensure there's a resilient state.
Okay. Okay, so we are going to give you guys a scenario. I don't know which is my camera. That's my camera. So we're going to give you guys a real life scenario of how somebody can hack into your system and get away with the money that you think is so preciously saved in your accounts. Yeah. So Mr. Shalom here will guide us through, will show us actually how this happens, and we're going to show it to you guys in real time. Yeah, so that you don't say that we are making this up. We are not making it up. So that's why we have all this stuff set up for you here. So whenever you're ready.
All right. So I want to start with a statement. Do you know Robert Mueller? Robert Mueller was the former special counsel for the DOJ, Department of Justice in the U.S.
Yeah.
For 2019. He was the one presiding over Trump's case on collaborating with the Russians.
Yeah.
He made a statement in 2012 where he says, I am convinced that there are only two types of companies, those who have been hacked and those that will be. What does that mean for you and me? A study was carried out in Kenya where the least amount that is spent on cybersecurity by SACCOs is $1,000, which is 100,000 shillings.
That is so little.
How much do we spend on ourselves? And Robert Mueller, who before he became the special counsel to the DOJ,
Yeah.
he was the former deputy director of FBI, an intelligence unit. For him to come out and boldly say that,
Yeah.
where do we stand? So today is to enlighten us on the dangers we face, how to protect ourselves, and how we can be cyber resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, do I have the floor?
Yes, you have the floor.
Okay.
This is your camera.
Okay. I would need if someone could help me with the mic, so I could use my two hands.
All right. We can get an assistant. A wiki day, where are you at? My co-host. Na hauchelewi bana. Ulivaa hiyo t-shirt immediately. Just, yeah. He needs help in capturing your voice.
Okay, first things first. When you see this in public, don't be scared. It's usually used by good hackers and sometimes bad hackers.
Yeah.
But you need to be careful when it is out there. Nowadays, it takes 6 seconds to hack your PC.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
That is even faster than I can, load whatever I'm loading on my computer.
Exactly. And to back that up, people need to understand that just like we have jobs and we have KPIs, hackers have KPIs as well. And it's
What could those possibly be?
For example,
like I have a target that I need to steal from somebody, or
Exactly. So
Yeah.
now hackers understand the strength in groups.
Okay.
So you asked the question before, why would someone start to hack me?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to be doing in the next few minutes is showing us how unsafe we are on the internet, and we need to take steps. 3 years ago, it was so bad that there had to be a cleanup in the whole economy. But Kenya right now is leading in terms of cybersecurity across the region, and that's a good job.
Yeah.
So I want to believe everyone can see my screen.
Can we all see? I believe so. I believe so. I'm being told by my director, yes.
All right. So I want to start with Googling, right? Some people think the word hacker, the first thing you see is a hoodie, It's not necessarily that. Like I said, if it takes you 10 hours to do something and it takes me 2 minutes to do it, I hacked the job.
Yeah, you did.
Now, when you use Google, what do you use Google for? For example, now it's December is coming. Even though it doesn't feel like December is coming,
Yeah.
people are looking on Quora, or they're looking on TripAdvisor to go to Yanni or wherever.
Yeah.
And it would take them hours. A hacker in this case would make a script that will collect the best deals from Google, the best deals from Yahoo, the best deals from Bing, and he's able to see in less than 2 minutes, he's able to see which tourism reseller gives him the lowest price. While you've stayed 2 hours with it could be like you have only 10,000 shillings, but
Yeah.
you're budgeting for
I know.
So what I'm trying to highlight is the way we Google as normal human beings is different from the way hackers do Google.
Okay.
It doesn't make them less human or more human,
Yeah.
but they found a way to tackle certain problems. For example,
This I would love to see.
now let's say I want to find every site in Kenya or hosted on the .ke domain
Yeah.
that is a file type PDF or doc, like Word document,
Word document,
that
yeah.
has confidential in it.
Okay.
Now, what does it give me? For those who can see clearly, it's able to actually give you quite some confidential information.
Oh, wow.
Now, I would not want to go further on this because there's so much more we can show you on this. Now, a lot of people...
And that was just a simple
search, right?
They only need to know what to type.
Exactly.
What to look for.
Exactly. Yeah. We're back. All right. So let's say I'm really interested. A lot of people say oh, my data is leaked. It was leaked. Oh,
Yeah.
someone hacked my phone.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how did they really hack your phone, or you didn't perform due diligence, you know. So now I'm gonna put this command, and what this command is saying is get in on all sites in Kenya, just to ensure that it is proper.
It's sites.ke.
Sites.ke.
Yeah.
Give me file types document or PDF
Mm-hmm.
with the word curriculum vitae in it.
Yeah.
Now, if you are a normal person, you won't find this information.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling Google to do is that go to servers that have been hosted before, hosted today, give me information of people who have stored it in the server, but didn't store it securely. So when I hit enter, what do I have? I'm able to see a group of people
Oh, wow.
from different universities. I'm able to see
Their
you
CVs,
can see that as well. And what is in a CB?
all their personal details.
The numbers,
Yeah.
where I live,
Phone numbers.
it means I could take a loan on behalf of someone. Or it means I could go to River Road and prepare, an ID card for 500 shillings. Not that I know how to do it, I heard,
Yeah.
So when someone says, oh, I have been hacked, have you really done an assessment on yourself? Now,
But how do you do your due diligence? How, like, most of us save our CVs on on mail, so that whenever someone calls you, you're like, oh, I have it on mail. Let me send it to you. Let me forward it to you. So how do we ensure that that is safe?
So we are coming to an age, and the government is really doing good at it, where we have what we call a Data Protection Act.
Okay.
And this, because you can't really explain how how Western countries are able to make money off our data.
Yeah.
So the government is actually right now coming up with a data commissioner, where Kenya has its own office on how data is used in Kenya by foreign people and by local companies as well.
Okay.
So we'll get to that, and that's one of the reasons we will get to that, and we will talk immensely on that.
Yeah.
For the guys online, I'm really looking forward to your question.
Yeah.
So site KE, okay, I'm pasting something new now. All right. Now at this point, we are just Googling, and this is public information that is available. And what did I type? I told Google, give me every domain that is a .com.
Yeah.
And they have exposed, or they have coded or hard coded their database password into their projects.
What does that mean before we even do?
What that means is, for example, if there was a bank who hired developers, and the developers had like a GitHub is where a lot of coders save their code.
Yeah.
And the bank outsourced this job to them.
Yeah.
If they have saved their passwords in their repositories, in this case, or on their servers, Google is giving me this.
Oh, okay.
Now, it looks so simple, but this was the reason a big fintech company got compromised in the US last year.
Oh.
As simple as this. As you see, I'm not wearing a hoodie. I just
A hoodie. You just typed in something. So in seconds, actually.
Now, a lot of people will say, is this ethical? This is public information. When we leave this building and we see, a Rolls Royce on the road, do we criticize it? It's just out there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And it's not like I am exposing this. I am actually showing that this is public and this has been used,
And this is information that someone can get so easily.
Exactly. Remember I said hackers have KPIs.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm doing this now, someone has done it 3 years ago, and this is where we have shadow IT, where you are not the only one maintaining your system. Someone else is maintaining that for you as well.
So you have double protection.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, or in this case, you have double compromise, where you're monitoring your system and others are monitoring for you.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite series that you pay for every time?
Billions.
Let's see if we can do it. You watch that on Netflix?
Netflix, yes. There's another site called Flixify. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell Google. When you go to Flexify, you click, 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 click.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell Google, take me just directly to. I just want the link where I watch live, and I'm done. Eat my pizza, and I'm gone. So what we do now is I'm gonna say entitle. Right. I'm gonna tell Google index off. So if there's any server saving billions, right? Season 01, I hope that's how it's put.
Yeah.
Give it to me. And voila, we
Voila.
have billions right here. Now,
Oh.
what is it you want to learn? A lot of people feel they need to go to school, they need to do PhDs, they need to do degrees. What is it you want to learn? That you think you need to go to school for. Let's see if we can get it for free.
How to become a better videographer or in TV production. Yeah.
All right. So, 1 second. Can I see the screen? Let me see. So I'm gonna ask Google. Go to .com websites. Can give me file type. Is that PDF or a PPT?
PPT is a PowerPoint.
Yes.
Yeah, for those of you who might be wondering what that is.
Or MP4 on what do we call videographic courses? Let's see if Google gives us that. And here we go. We have PPTs, we have videos, MP4s, we have other documents on how to be a better videographer.
So wait, what I'm seeing here is courses that probably are in universities websites that probably are paid that I can access for free.
You will get a mix of both, but you can also
And I don't have to pay for it since I hacked into it.
fine-tune this search to see for free. Let's see who is offering for free. Okay, not much. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We still
actually.
have a couple of people who are offering for free as well. So at this point, I'm still not wearing a hoodie. I'm just Googling.
I know.
What it would take people to travel over to Europe or to Sweden or South Africa to go shoot. I literally just Googled. And this is called hacking. Now, we're going to take it up a notch.
Okay.
And let's see if we can hack.
Ooh. Okay. Do I want to be hacked? Which platform are you hacking? Oh, are you hacking my phone or what are you hacking?
We're going to check you on Twitter.
Let's see. Twitter is okay. Twitter is fine.
Everything you have done.
Yeah, I am saying my director is really waiting for this hack to happen.
Yeah. So, but first, before we even get to Twitter, I wanted to introduce you guys now to hacking tools where I believe you would have fun with this. And it's called Shodan. Now, Shodan scans the internet for public IPs hosted. And with more than 10 billion devices on the internet, how do you find things? How do you find now in the days of IoT, we have people's fridges on the internet. We have people's TVs on the internet.
Yeah.
But let's see what we can find, right?
The search engine for, everything.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find, we can say hi to some people who are still sleeping in the other side of the world. And what am I asking Shodan to give me? Now that you've scanned the whole internet, give me, cameras of people or cameras publicly exposed on the internet.
No way.
Did you just see someone sleeping?
No way. This is live.
We can go in and actually shift the camera if you want, but
Oh my God.
But now that is where the unethical part comes in. Now, what am I doing here is to expose such. These are people who are innocently having their time, but they have not taken steps. So when someone here today reports that I have been hacked. Did you do your due diligence? And that's the reason we're having this kind of conversations, right? Now, you would think
I am shook.
when people say, "Oh, cybersecurity is it's easy,"
Yeah.
Let's see how many people have devices on the internet where the password is 1234. We have 11,000 of them. And what does this mean? For each device, when I click on this 11,000 devices and the password, actually you can see this one, the name is admin and the password is 1234. What does this mean? Then I could access that system.
Yeah.
That's what it means. You see, so we are going on having this cybersecurity awareness month. It's not a day's thing, it's a month thing to keep reminding people this is safe. And that's why the South Korean government actually made it compulsory. They hire their own hackers to hack their own people so that at the end of the day, they get a report and see their due diligence and they take care of it.
Yeah.
So that is where it has gotten to. So now, back to you.
Back to me.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So,
what are you guys going to see?
What is your Twitter handle?
At Jos Dungu.
Okay. At this point, I have not popped a green screen yet. So now, these are free services online. Now, you want to ask, how does Google make money out of my data? I will show you. So could you spell your Twitter username?
JOSNDUNGU.
GU. And because today I'm your stalker, I'm going to send to my email. So what am I telling this website? And this is free, by the way. I said, I'm stalking my presenter today, and I want you to give me a dossier of everything she's tweeted, the first tweet, who she follows, what she likes. Maybe I want to surprise her on a date.
Yeah.
So now, I just give it time,
to do its thing.
And it's in less than 2 minutes, we should have a report of every single thing you have tweeted.
So is this how news agencies or journalists find data on people who, like public figures, in a matter of seconds, even things that they thought they had erased from their histories?
So there's what we call investigative journalism.
Yeah. Besides that, yeah.
Yeah, where journalists right now are looking into cybersecurity, open source intelligence. This is open source intelligence. I've not paid for it, and it's open source.
Yeah.
Where I'm able to get intelligence about you that you don't even know about yourself, or you might have forgotten about yourself. So we're just gonna give this probably the next 30 seconds. Meanwhile, as this is coming through, if there are any questions, I could take one.
Are there any questions? Let me get my phone. Guys, I told you today's show is heavy on entertainment and everything you guys need to know about your security when you're online. Let me look at the comments. Diana is saying Team Protect shining in the month of cyber security. Big up, Shalom.
Thank you, Diana.
Micah Seka is saying he's tuned in. Beatrice is saying heard of hackers buying cloud servers to build up speed to storm other IPs. How does that work?
Ooh, okay. I would now everything is going cloud. The internet was built for connectivity, and security was an afterthought.
Yeah.
But now you ask, why did Jeff Bezos all of a sudden get rich on providing AWS? One, they do a good job at that.
Yeah.
If it costs me $5,000 every month to manage my core servers, and I can literally host it online for $100 per month, and they take care of the cost, electricity, AC, cooling, in some cases, security.
Yeah.
That is a good investment.
That's a very good investment, yeah.
Hackers see that as a good investment. when hackers compromise Fortune 500 organizations that have billions, they simply use tools like this $25 tool right here, and a laptop
And
like
a
this,
laptop, yeah.
So that is why hackers are turning to cloud. And another thing is the flexibility and its ability it's rapid. Where if I was attacking you from US, but I'm literally your neighbor,
Yeah.
and you report it, even before you report it, I can spin up another server and attack you, spin up another and attack you, spin up another attack you. So you don't know where the attack is coming from.
So they're using VPNs for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
In this case, VPS, virtual private servers,
Okay.
where what black hats do is that they go on the deep web, they buy people's credit cards and register those servers, with their details.
With those
So
details, yeah.
if they were ever to be traced by the FBI, NSA, it points back to the person's card that was stolen.
And you can't tell them, no, I'm not the one who did this, because that's your card that's reading on their servers. Ian has a question. Can you join someone's camera when they are live? Like what we are doing right now?
All right. Thank you for that question, Ian. You just reminded me. Between February when COVID hit to now, there's a lot of what we've been having Zoom bombings. In this case, why did they call it Zoom bombings? Because Zoom, is the most flexible video conferencing app. But you see, Zoom focused more on connectivity and user experience. They did a very good job, but security was an afterthought.
Yeah.
They did a very good job in the user, and that's why even there was a story where the head of product management who developed Microsoft Teams, his son, like a 3-year-old son, was like, "Daddy, when I join in Zoom." If your 3-year-old son knows Zoom,
then it's doing a good job. It's doing a good job because it just hits all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Zoom, there was an exploit in Zoom where hackers could hijack a session, and the nastiness of what could happen after was bad.
Like we are having a meeting and someone just hacks into the system and tap their own things.
Yes. So around February, March, when private organizations moved to online schooling, and they were having a lot of Zoom sessions, they failed to secure the Zoom classes. What happened is there was a malicious script, an automated script, that if they find your room, your virtual room, not secured properly, they penetrate and they exploit it. And in certain cases, kids were exposed to pornographic material.
Oh God!
That scarred them. This happened in Kenya as well,
and it scars them for life. They can't undo that act. Yeah.
Then there were also cases in the US where there were KKK videos. So when they take over your Zoom session, you see KKK videos. So there was hate, there was nasty things going on. So even churches in Kenya, when they were holding their masses, it was bad. So this is where we came in swiftly. Actually, they reached out to us, because we reached out to them some time back, and they were like, "Yo, this is really bad.
It's getting worse by the day."
If you guys were keen, one of the heads of state 2 months ago, his Zoom was hijacked, but the team was swift enough to take that issue out. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Ian, I hope your question has been answered. Are we ready here?
All right.
Oh, there I am.
Yes, this is you, and you could tell us. You created this account
in 2011.
2011, right? And your Twitter ID, unique ID, is that number.
Yeah.
Your location is in Nairobi, and you are Team Jesus. Yay! Now, client applications. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You use the Twitter web app, and you've used it 80 times. 32% of the time. You used it on your phone over 167 times. That's 66.8% of the time.
Oh my goodness.
And you've tweeted from your Instagram 2 times, 0.8. So this gives you a statistic. Imagine now performing a statistic on the whole of Kenya. I'm able to tell, what do Kenyans love? What do they tweet from? So if I'm able to see, oh, you tweet from your web app, and not your Android?
And not my-
Why? Do I
yeah.
make, you see, this give people like Elon Musk or Amazon, do I make something that will make them want to tweet from one thing? This kind of data. Now we're able to also see hashtags, all your hashtags, people who've mentioned you, what you like. So in this case, sticking to our story, I'm still stalking you.
Yeah.
So I have to find out what you like. There's your metadata, and metadata comes in when you take a picture of yourself, let's say in this room,
Yeah.
and your location is on. Your location functionality has the ability to write into your image that you took a picture from. So what hackers do in this case, if let's say they were stalking you, they would download your image and sift the image for metadata. What type of phone is it? What type of camera is it? What location it is? And that's why cybersecurity starts with you. When you don't go posting your location everywhere, and we could see, actually, I'm going to show much more on that as well. We're able to see, now if we go down, we're able to see every single tweet, and it's quite long though.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's pretty much.
But anyway, you guys get the gist. This is a summary of every single thing you have done on Twitter. Now, moving forward, and this was just a report I got in less than 2 minutes.
Oh
2
my
minutes, I know
God.
what the person likes, and I'll come to this later.
So what we normally do on Twitter, on Instagram, that you've taken a selfie, and there's that part where it shows you click location. That's dangerous.
It can be dangerous.
It can be dangerous.
Because we have had situations of, not in Kenya, but in the US, of pedophiles who stalked children.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's not wise, especially when you're in the political scene.
Yeah.
It's not wise at all.
Yeah.
Because people are able to predict your next moment, where you'll be on Sunday, where you'll be on Wednesday.
And your security is compromised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these are the little steps we take. Security is not everyone's job, but it's everyone's responsibility.
It's everyone's responsibility. Guys, I hope you're learning something, as I am, and getting shocked at the same time at how easy it is to get someone's data, yani, within a click, and you have everyone's personal information everywhere, at a click of a button. This is getting serious. So please take extra caution, do your due diligence when you're using any smart device. And even the devices that are in the house, your fridge, your smart TV, your Android box, Apple boxes, all these things, yeah? They can lead to a lot of compromise. All right.
I still have more for you. I want you guys, do you guys believe that when you leave your house, and let's say you have Wi-Fi at home, and you leave your device, your Wi-Fi capability on,
Yeah.
do you guys believe that a hacker can actually compromise that and force your phone or your laptop to connect to him without you knowing?
Up until 2 weeks ago, I didn't know that was that was actually possible.
All right.
I was telling our previous panelists like 2 weeks ago. I am so guilty of walking into, like I'll get into a cafe when I want to walk outside the house, and I'm there asking, so what's your password? And, immediately, typing away whatever I need and accessing bank information, making transactions, not thinking that it could be, dangerous to my, yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to start by this. For it to be visible for everyone to see, we're going to be playing a scenario where I would be the hacker and at the same time be the victim. Now, I have made a fake network with a hotspot,
Yeah.
where we are simulating a scenario where you went to a coffee shop, your favorite coffee shop, and you innocently connected.
Yeah.
And
Like I always do. Yani.
and you decide to do your mobile banking, you decide to do whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how that goes. Right.
Keep your comments coming. We can see them. Keep them coming.
Trying to get the header. Yep.
Thank you, everyone who has tuned in, who is tuning in as we continue learning more about cybersecurity. Thank you for your comments, Mediatrix Sophie. I didn't read your comment. I saw you. Big up Ramazan and nimependa that interview. Thank you very much, Mediatrix Sophie. I hope I've read your name right. I can see you. Call me Naf, Nakuona, Frank Cassini. Thank you so much for joining. Mika Seka. I think I read your comment as well. Tuned in. Thank you very much. Diana is saying, Shalom is a mentor to young people in cybersecurity. He's very passionate and knowledgeable in his work. Yes, we actually see the passion in everything that he's doing. He's doing an awesome job.
Thank you very much. All right. So I'm gonna have my colleague send me an email.
Yeah.
And we are going to escalate things from there.
Okay.
He's gonna send me an email telling me, and let's use this scenario where he's gone through my Twitter, like I went through your Twitter,
Yeah.
and he sees I am a sucker for freedom rights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am okay. I feel like that, but don't trying to throw me online. No problem. Someone wants me to read their report online, so they intentionally sent me. But we're gonna stick to the program. So where was that? You sent? Okay. To my Gmail? Yes. So I'm going to be displaying. Is it okay if I switch to like one X? Is this okay? Sorry.
Don't mind the noise, people. Don't mind the noise.
All right. So this gives me a view.
Okay.
So here's my colleague Kenneth.
Yeah.
But in this case, it could be a hacker impersonating Kenneth, saying, "We appreciate your work on Twitter. Kindly help us fill this petition form." Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to click on this petition form. And now, this is a very subtle way of actually hacking. Sometimes hackers don't do due diligence.
Yeah.
But in this case, what you will see is, first of all, look at the link. Does it look suspicious? It's reading an IP address.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis, it should be
domain.
like a Google form or something. Now, there's a petition signatory form. And the next thing I put there was just for jokes, We wanted to have this session where one of you guys actually, but nobody wanted to sign up. One of you
They were
guys
scared. They were scared.
click on it, know, and we're like, why are you running? So now I have clicked on this link, and I am like, yes, I'm a sucker for petitions, you know. Like in Nigeria, end the SARS movement, in Kenya, what men are fighting for. So I'm going to fill my name, Shalom, and all that. And what Ken, in this case, now I'll be acting as Ken. What happened in the background is Ken has access to my browser.
By the fact that you just clicked on
that. Now I am busy filling in the link.
Yeah.
Now Ken is able to tell what capabilities my browser has. He's able to see, do I have VBS script on it? Now, if I have VBS script, he's able to do a lot of damage.
What is a VBS script?
A VBS script is like a script that can help you perform more functionalities
Mhm.
that would inform that will involve using um, or that would improve the performance.
Okay. Yeah. Mm.
All right. Ken, as a hacker, is able to tell, what browser engine am I using, and I'm using Gecko. I'm also using Firefox. He's able to also tell what version is running, right? He's able to also see what my hardware is.
I can see he can also tell what computer you're using.
Exactly. He's also able to tell what IP I'm coming from, you know. Now, all this information, and in my mind, I'm still saying, Amadla, freedom,
I know.
feeling it. So what can
You're filing a petition
exactly,
for, a just cause.
exactly, and this is where social engineering comes in, and this is what we call phishing. Phishing is when someone impersonates another person for financial gain, or for they want to get information. Data is the new oil.
Yeah.
So let's say he's read a lot about me and he wants to do things to me. For example, let's say now I'm Ken the hacker. Now, as I am busy filling my form, let's say in a cafe or at home, Ken can do this to me, and I am supposed to see something below. There is somewhere where I'm going to hit execute. I think the screen is on full. Let me see if I could reduce the screen so that I'll be able to see execute. That way.
Guys, I hope you can see how important it is to do your due diligence when you're online, not joining Wi-Fi, any Wi-Fi that you find along your way. Maybe you're in a matatu, you've decided to join that Wi-Fi. Take caution, guys. Take caution.
Just so executes down there. Okay, I'm not able to see it from my screen, but I know it's there.
It's supposed to be down.
Yeah, where that button is. Is it possible to make the zoom, such a way that I'm able to see the whole screen? Oh, okay. All right. If that is not possible, what I'll do is this mirror. Okay, awesome. So now, Ken as the hacker is going to hit execute here.
Yeah.
And now I am busy filling my petition form. What do I see? Oh, my Facebook timed out. Oh my God. I was talking with Obama. Okay, I'm going to put my password, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very secure. And, I log in. Meanwhile, we go. Amandla, we still go. Now, what does Ken have? When we go to the logs of this, Ken is able to see my keystrokes, and he's able to see yeah,
he can access your password.
yes.
All right.
So if you click, you see line event 409 where it says user type SHALOM.
Yeah.
What does that mean? It knows when I typed SHALOM, and you see it's able to tell me the password I had put in.
Oh wow.
This was just from clicking a link. Now, and more things can happen. Also, using that itself, not just Facebook, and this is the worst of the worst. When you click on Windows and he hits execute, what do I see from my end? I said, oh, I'm in the office and my laptop is telling me to sign in again. So I put my company email, Onyive at, .com, and I put my also very, very secure password, and I say, oh, yeah, remember my credentials next time, please. And I hit enter. What does Ken see in this case? He's able to also see where I had put in my names from here, and he's also able to see my password as well. This was all from a benign thing.
It was so
At this
simple.
point, so simple, so
simple.
easy, you know. And this is where we tell people, trust but verify. You know, everything you receive, when you receive a call from someone saying they are a money agent, or you receive a call from someone saying, oh, we are from this part of your family, trust but verify. Find ways to verify. Do not get excited like these things coming. You know, remember we said hackers have KPIs, you know, and they will want to use your emotional psyche to get to you. So there's a lot we can do. A friend of mine made a very special request to me to do this. And you can also still keep the questions coming as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to see whether there are questions. Oh, Ian is asking, if Google can give me the movie I want to watch, why pay for Netflix?
Well, it's a cybercrime. Simple and short.
Cybercrime.
It's you know, to copies, parental copies. Yeah.
How dangerous is that? Can you be busted for that?
Yes, actually. In the US, just like I know a lot of people do this. So this I am showing is not.
I know here in Kenya everyone just pirates.
Well, in US, the moment you pirate, actually you have people knocking on your door. It's quite serious. So my friend made a special request, and what I did from here is she told me to play this. So what Ken did in this case is on his beef control panel, he changed what I was doing and he played a YouTube video. So this actually gives me the ability to change what the person sees or what the person types. If there is enough time, I will show you how to even, you know, how people's login sessions are actually compromised when they're logging into their bank accounts and other things. But at least with the little I've shown today, it hits home.
It hits home. But how exactly can that happen? Like when you are busy signing the petition, or when you're busy working in the office, a link pops up on your screen, and then you that's what Ken was able to do just from that link that you clicked.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
So you have to mind what you click. And this is where we have security awareness sessions where we, you know, on sometimes we use this through software programs where we're able to assess employees, as well as they also see their report as well, whether they are doing well or they need to improve. You know, like I said, hackers have KPIs. So who do they target? Finance people. You can send a finance person, kindly find this invoice. We had not paid it last time. They're like, oh, my books needs to be correct. Boom, boom, boom. You have his credentials, you have his emails, you have his Facebook.
Since he's a finance guy, that's how your whole company is working.
You know, so in less than 10 minutes, you have everything, you know. So hacking has become so simple that even 10-year-olds now can do it, you know. And when you ask, why should we learn how to hack? If it gets to a point where at this point, I have not logged into any offensive security operating system. It's just Googling, literally, you know, and we're able to get people's personal details. Imagine what hackers do at a nation state level.
And they're always on their computer, so they know what to touch.
Exactly.
And where to gain. Oh, wow. Okay.
There's also something I have for you guys. Let's see. We have about 9 people in this room. I want to ask, does any of this look like anybody's home? If you see your home Wi-Fi, let me know. Or your school Wi-Fi, or your church Wi-Fi, or where you know.
I saw Blackboard.
Blackboard is here, right?
Yeah,
or do you have another location?
2 of them. Can anyone else see their location?
Okay, I see someone UON Wi-Fi. Does someone here go to UON? Oh, we have someone who goes to UON. Okay. All right. So what am I trying to do? What am I trying to show you? The person in this studio who goes to UON, I'm actually able to tell that they go to UON. I'm able to know where they probably would be next Wednesday. Privacy. And this leads me to wiggle.net. Wiggle.net. Now, if something is free, you're the product. Wiggle.net is just like I showed you Shodan for internet devices.
Yeah.
Wiggle has made a map for Wi-Fi routers. So this is Nairobi. Now the question you should ask: whose house can I find their Wi-Fi name? If I'm able to tell someone in this studio goes to UON, maybe I could look for a very, very important person in Kenya. Let's say I wanted to target them.
Yeah.
And I know they live somewhere in Runda or somewhere in Karen. I can literally go and zoom in into this map where they live and actually know their Wi-Fi name. And let's say we continue the stalking story.
Yeah.
I can literally follow them to the mall. And just like I was able to tell someone here goes to UON, I could actually force that person's phone to connect to me. How we do that is on another episode. All right. But there's a YouTube video on that already, which I will share with you.
Okay.
All right. I'm still open for more questions if you guys want to shoot as well.
Let me check. But guys, I hope you have seen the importance of doing your due diligence when you are online. Anyone, anywhere can access your information. I had read Ian's question. Beatrice is asking, when one buys a domain name, you start to receive marketing emails from interested companies or people wanting to develop the website for you. How do they know that I've just purchased a domain?
So what we have is cookies, not biscuits in this case. Cookies is the technological term of storing your browser information. You know what makes you you. When the web came out, it was stateless, such that if I logged into Facebook now, literally in the next 2 seconds, I have to put in my password again. So cookies came as a form of, this is my authentication mechanism. But now in the age of where data is the new oil, cookies act as things. I'll put it this way: your cookie is not the same as his cookie. Any other person, what you like on the internet is not the same. So that information is stored in your cookie. So if you went to go browse on domain names, Google, Facebook have subscribed to third-party applications where they get this information for them. And, because of this, they pay Google like a small amount of money for Google to, using the data they have about us, they're able to know people who are interested in certain products.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I hope that answers your question. Beatrice Patricia Mika is saying, is asking, is it possible to trace a hacker and arrest him or her after breaching any system?
Yes, it's very possible. Very, very possible. At Protec, we specialize in cyber deception. But in Nairobi, the lot of cases we have is someone is cheating on me, so they install a malicious phone, a malicious software. So I know it's him, but I don't have evidence. We would suggest that you take this up with the nearest DCI office. They have capable guys who can tackle the situation. For companies, in the age of it's a cyber war.
Yeah.
In the age of cyber war, just like Sun Tzu says in his book, know your enemy and know yourself, and you win 1,000 battles. If you're at the point where you don't know your enemy and you don't even know yourself, where do you stand? So we do this as a form of service, cyber deception, in so many ways possible, where we frustrate the hacker till they make a mistake, and we take legal action. That is, if the company wants to take legal action on them.
Okay. I hope that answers your question, Mika. Rebecca is saying, wow, Don't I feel unsafe? Me too. Me too, Becky. Me too. I feel very unsafe. Michael is asking if all this information about us is already out there on social media, workplaces, can we even be able to be cyber secure?
I think this is what this is a bridge to my next topic. We are no longer in the age of being cyber secure. We are in the age of being cyber resilient, where Robert Muller's quote that says, "I am convinced there are only two types of organizations:
Yeah.
those who have been hacked and those who will be." It shifts the focus from cybersecurity to cyber resilience.
Yeah.
And our logo is cyber resilience is our business at ProTech. Your favorite racing company is our customer, from a group level. Your favorite cooking spice in Kenya is our customer,
Yeah.
and over the years, we have shown them things that they would have paid a lot of money for, So cyber resilience comes from a perspective where we look at our risks as an organization.
Yeah.
We look at what data is catastrophic if it was to leak out to the public today.
Yeah.
We look at if our database was compromised, what would that mean to our stock value? So this is where you need to bring in the C-level guys, you need to bring in the legal team, you need to also bring in your IT team and your users. Have a form of risk structure where we say these are our riskiest areas. And cyber resilience is, even when I get hit, I know what next to do in the next 0.1 seconds. So it's very, very we are in the age of cyber resilience, where are you able to identify all assets you have? Are you able to protect them? Are you able to also detect when you're being attacked? Like, you're here having fun in the studio, but someone is stalking you. Are you able to actually detect when that is happening? And are you able to respond when you're being attacked? Financial institutions have more than thousands of attacks on a daily basis, and that's one of the reasons companies like Safaricom started a bug bounty, because they knew they could not keep up, so they needed actually the support of the community. And they're doing a fantastic job, and we also wish more companies could actually go into bug bounties as well. And lastly, are you able to recover? Cyber resilience, when you get hit, are you able to recover? So we look at it from that perspective, and we help organizations start from the basics to reach a desired level.
Wow. That was a heavy, heavy, heavy conversation. Wow. I don't know. I feel unsafe. I feel
No. Okay.
I feel scared at the same time, but at the same time, I think I feel empowered to know what risks that are out there. When I do one thing or another on the internet, and I'm very hopeful that this conversation is gonna continue. But before I let you go, we have one last question for the guys that help people in retrieving hacked accounts. Is it ethical for them to do so, having in mind they can still help you in hacking the person who hacked your account?
So the question is, who do you go to meet? Do you go to meet the DCR, the authorities, or do you go meet your friends? I would pose that question. Who do you go to meet? It's very easy. Ethics is what guides us in this industry. Kenya is experiencing a lot of insider threats. A mentor of mine, who, God bless his soul, I lost him during the Dusit attack. He told me of a story where he was shipped down to Tanzania to go do investigations. And it got so bad that he literally had to hide in the bathroom for more than 18 hours so that guys go. Now, who was committing the fraud? The whole IT team in the bank was committing the fraud. Now they had made up their mind to kill him that day. And everything was set. So it was like a money heist moment where literally he got in the toilet, he did his investigations, was able to connect where as he was leaving the bank, car back to Nairobi, like straight. We're also seeing where hackers are now bribing employees because these cashiers get to transact a lot of money.
Yeah.
All you need is some like when I said you could be hacked in 6 seconds. All you need is a USB flash. And this USB flash acts like your keyboard. And when you plug it into your computer, your antivirus would read it as, oh, it's a keyboard. So no bother. But hackers have gotten smart that they know antiviruses will leave that away. So when they plug it in, automatically your computer identifies it as a keyboard or mouse. But in 6 seconds, boom, they have a reverse connection into your environment. Now, I know some of you viewers might feel scared. I know it might feel, oh God, so what am I doing? Do we go back to the Stone Ages?
Exactly. That's my next worry. Like, do I even continue transacting online? Do I, it's crazy.
First things first is you are here, and we commend you for coming here, taking your time to listen on how to be secure. And now you can take this information to your family members. Second thing is you take steps. Those accounts that you have not put two-factor authentication on your cloud accounts, your Twitter accounts, your Instagram, ensure two-factor authentication is put on those accounts. Where when you log in with your username and password, there should be another verification to say, okay, confirm this is you. You know, take steps, sensitize people, and you'll be shocked how far you can go. I also have tips for the organizations who are listening to us today, but I'll leave that for the end.
Yeah, maybe we can have that in another session. Because the time is far gone. I can see time is far gone. But wow, we really, really, really appreciate the information that you have come
Thank
with.
you.
Not to scare you guys, as Shalom has said, it's not to scare you. It's not to scare you, but you need to be aware of the dangers that are out there so that you're able to protect yourself. If you don't know what is out there, you don't know how to protect yourself. So that's just it. That's just the way it is. And since the internet is not going anywhere, you might as well just get schooled on some of these things. Thank you so much, Shalom.
Thank you so
Thank you for your
much.
patience. I know we have kept you here for too long, but thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for even the work that you're doing in letting us be aware of all these things that are happening in the world of the internet and cybersecurity as well.
Thank you
Yeah,
very much
thank you
for
so
having me.
much.
I appreciate you.
Okay.